Did you tell R2-D2 you're going to be here? Did you? And C-3PO?
The Consumer Electronics Show, CES of 2026, recently took place. As you know from our previous video, Nvidia was a key part of it. However, they were not alone.
Hurry up. I got a lot of stuff to cover. Come on, hurry.
Above everything else and most name-brand recognizable companies in the tech industry, something far larger is brewing. Not just an AI revolution, a robotics revolution. Even more than robots, various human support items were also shown that could revolutionize the way people access the world. The question, however, is, while this in many ways is exactly what we said would win consumers over, will it honestly be enough? There are signs it might not be. All this and more coming up. One of the most spectacular humanoid robots shown off, however, of course, was from Boston Dynamics. The new Atlas robot spans a series of new specs. They also have stated a new goal of releasing these robots for general purchase by 2028. After being bought by DARPA, these robots are the most likely to change the landscape to the most extreme degrees. The machines have 4 hours of battery life that are self-swappable, meaning they can change their own batteries for continuous operation. They are 6 feet and 2 inches tall. They weigh only 198 pounds, are fully electric, and use no hydraulic systems. They are durable yet lightweight and have a carrying capacity of 110 pounds, but with greater precision and stability than the Zeroth W1 robots, as well as movement speed for quicker use needs. It can also reach up as high as 7.5 feet. It constantly evaluates its surroundings and adjusts its posture, balance, and grip in real time. Hands that can reconfigure as needed. Tactile sensors feed data back into the system, helping apply the right amount of force, and its brain is powered by Nvidia chips, making it, of course, cutting edge in the AI hardware space. Boston Dynamics dropped new features in collaboration with Google's DeepMind. By being all-electric, Boston Dynamics Atlas is changing the game. Ditching hydraulics makes the machine much more fast. It is also much more quiet, which, with the product being sold to DARPA, could be essential for potential military applications. Unlike many other robots, it can also replace its own battery and find itself a charging station autonomously for self-sufficiency, which is an absolute game-changer when it comes to this machine. It is also extremely durable, clearly made to resist harsh climates and environments. While some robots, like Tesla's Optimus, focus on efficiency for mass deployment, Atlas prioritizes raw power, complex dynamic movement, and advanced manipulation, making it suitable for more demanding, varied industrial roles. Moving on to the humanoid robots now, of which there were plenty, we have LG's new CLOiD, pronounced CLOiD, robot. The CLOiD is a robotics butler bot, essentially, that is made to do everyday household tasks with you as you go about your days. They are shown to be extremely functional for tasks like baking, doing laundry, and even taking food out of the oven, or putting it into it in the first place. It also acts as a smart hub or a leading butler, in which it sends maids, aka LG robotic vacuum bots, to do their business. It's simply one heck of a butler, you see. Meanwhile, smart homes are entering a new phase of existence with the coming of the Switchbot Onero H1, whose goal and purpose is to automate more complex household tasks that require human intervention and effort. For example, cleaning dishes, grasping, pushing, opening, and organizing, while learning to adapt across different tasks using its advanced AI systems. It is heavily compatible with other smart home technologies and serves as the driver for many of their tasks to ensure that they all operate well. Speaking of Disney, remember WALL-E. While not made or even necessarily sanctioned by Disney themselves, the robotics company, Zeroth Robotics, decided to make the WALL-E design real. While it is an extremely lightweight robot, it is durable, mobile, and adaptable to terrain thanks to its tread legs. Using its RGB cameras, it can navigate itself along its many sensors to best optimize itself to whatever task you set it to. The W1 robot is able to carry up to 110 pounds at a time, which is about double its own weight. These little guys are actually quite strong. Moreover, the W1 robot is using something they call technology DNA, a unified software and hardware stack that allows all of their robotic models to obtain new behaviors that can give them more uses and more complex motions. That said, this can also be a downside for those worried about robots, since who knows what exactly it could be upgraded with in the future. The Sweeker Pocket Pets, meanwhile, are just straight-up hyper-advanced pets for those who like the old-school 1990s Tamagotchi devices. Starting as an egg that hatches, out emerges a creature, the Sweeker. Over time, as you care for it and look after it, it continues to grow and adapt with time, like a real living thing. It goes through the child, teen, and adult stages, and if left uncared for, will actually die as if truly a real living thing. Moreover, the Sweekers are powered by evolving AI, meaning these things aren't just static programming. They likely have many more functions that will continue to develop over time. The AiMe Land modular robot, which was first showcased at the CES 2025 event, returned in 2026 to show off many of the improvements it's been making across the board. These adorable modular robots serve as a mix of babysitters for little children, as well as cameras for busy parents who want to keep an eye on their kids while they do their important tasks throughout the day. These robots are entirely made to be a human-child companion with a babysitter-like twist. It also allows for home surveillance in general, while also giving it legs. Truly, this feels like something out of science fiction. The Narwal Flow 2, meanwhile, is a Roomba competitor and successor that aims to improve on its competing company's old design. This model can see far better than its previous model and far beyond the Roomba, crashing into things far less than its Roomba counterpart and its Narwal Flow 1 model in the past. Its round design, similar to the Roomba, allows it to be non-invasive and also reach spaces that humans would not be able to reach without crawling, making it an effective floor cleaner. However, just like its Roomba counterpart, it wouldn't be able to ascend stairs. However, these models are much smarter at avoiding falling down stairs than the previous model in Roombas as well, making this model the most self-sufficient of its kind yet. However, one company decided to focus less on just avoiding falling down the stairs. Instead, they focused on conquering them. Introducing the Roborock Saros Rover. The Roborock Saros Rover is a vacuum robot that can actually ascend stairs, making it a game changer for the entire genre of robots yet seen. Not only do they ascend stairs, they also clean the stairs while they ascend. These will be changing the vacuuming robotics scene very soon in no time at all. Compare this to its competing product. The Dreame Cyber X is more akin to a vacuum walker. Unlike the Roborock Saros Rover, these models actually walk and can actually walk upstairs as well. Moreover, it can climb nearly any kind of stairs, not just smaller stairs. On the topic of walkers, Deep Robotics' Lynx M20 Pro takes this far beyond the vacuum market and has created a roller walker. Able to climb stairs and roll on a flat surface for fast movement, the Lynx M20 Pro is an omni-terrain operational robot, primarily shifted toward industrial scale projects of various types. Able to take on extreme temperatures of both cold and hot varieties, and move through many difficult terrains that even some humans would struggle with, this robot will likely be an extreme game changer. Several existing videos already exist of it being used to transfer over a fire extinguisher so that it can douse fires. It can be made to carry stuff to workers as well. Truly, many purposes will find use by these machines in the near future. The CES 2026 showed mostly robots playing a more supportive role, unlike AI agents, which were thought to replace many people's jobs moving forward. The show was more focused on cute designs that also had a purpose. Whether they were pets, would clean your homes, or were just overall helping companions to serve various tasks for you, the message is very clear. Robots are servants, not replacements. They support humans, not replace them. This is exactly the kind of thing we like to see moving forward. Even so, while we are excited about everything we are seeing, the reality is that many videos showing off the trade show are getting a lot of hate online. One of the most common things being said in the comments of the trade show itself on YouTube was, "I thought this show was about being for consumers," meaning that consumers on the whole do not see the value in these products. Whether it's due to concern about usability, or the very real fact that these machines cost extreme prices, or bitterness caused by the RAM and technology shortages hitting the world right now, it's very clear. Despite much of this news, people are still very much not for AI or even robotics themselves. Recently, this was confirmed by Dell, which said that AI is not something that drives people to buy their products. In fact, in some instances at most, it can be seen as a negative factor that drives certain people away from buying their products at all. So, at best for AI, it's not cared about, but at worst, it's a negative. This is not the best start to 2026, even if the products for people like us look amazing. Despite that, it is clear that robotics is moving in a more appealing direction. As can be seen by all robotics models going forward, none of them went for realistic models to try and mimic and replace humans. Instead, they went for more exaggerated or different models, so as not to trigger the uncanny valley effect. This is a major step forward toward getting robotic acceptance in generations of humans that may see these machines come into far greater use ahead. Moreover, people were clearly more responsive to the look of many of these robots than previous models and types from different companies. While the humanoid robots were a bit hit or miss for people, the non-humanoids were beloved instantly, especially things like the BDX droids. Tying them to a beloved sci-fi show, Star Wars, was a genius move on their part. The same can be said for the Zeroth W1 robot. Even the humanoid robots are clearly robots and go for a more cartoonish, clearly robotics-based, toy-like feel. What do you all think about everything we've showcased and talked about today? Did you like how the robots looked? Do you think it's likely you could see yourself buying any of these? Or do you understand the hate that seems to be surrounding the CES this year? Let us know down in the comments below. If you like our content and want to see more just like this, subscribe and hit that bell icon to keep up to date with all things AI, robotics, and technology. This has been AI 365, and we'll see you in the next video.